Hello, hello to the world. Today is an amazing day. Hi, my name is Bea, and I am here today with a very special guest who is a doctor. Yes, she is a doctor. I'm so excited. I want to introduce to you a doctor who is also a nurse practitioner and one of the top nursing professor teaching in nursing with nursing students. And she is also a pastor. Wow. A wife, mom, entrepreneur, educator, and a coach. But most of all, she said, I want to be Jesus' hands and feet on earth. How amazing is that? So, without further ado, I want to introduce to you our special guest today, Dr. Bolaji Otti. Yay!
Hey, thank you.
Hello. How
Thank you.
are you?
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm blessed.
Good,
Thank
good,
you.
good. How is the weather over there?
It's nice today. We are in the 80s and the sun is out. It's not
Mhm.
raining.
Oh, good, good. We're kind of I'm sweaty here, but
Yeah, it's
I'm
hot
excited
too.
too. So maybe that's why I'm sweaty. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about you. So
Okay.
tell me about you. Tell the world about you.
Okay. First, thank you for having me, on your show, and thank you for the interview. I am Dr. Bolaji Owoloja. My maiden name is Otti. That's what people see on Facebook.
Mhm.
But my patients call me Dr. Bolaji. Easier said than my last name. I was born in Nigeria in the 60s, and I relocated to US since 1989. I started my career, my first degree was a bachelor's in chemistry because my passion and goal as a child was to be a medical doctor.
Mhm.
And what fueled that passion again, when I was 9 years old, my dad became sick and he died. And
Mhm.
as a child, I did not know what happened. I just knew my father couldn't talk nor walk again. He was bedridden.
Mhm.
Even at that age, I took care of him while he was home till he was finally transferred to the hospital. So that's fueled my passion to really take care of people. And I didn't know what happened. I just knew he became sick so sudden and he died. And so I have so many unanswered questions growing up, like what could happen. And then when I relocated to US in 1989, I had to change my career. So I had to start a nursing school. So I changed my career to nursing, started from the scratch, and
Mhm.
you know, became an RN, did my master's in nursing education, postmasters in family nurse practitioner, and then my doctorate in nursing practice. And it was in nursing school that finally, by the help of the Holy Spirit, I knew what happened to my dad.
Mhm.
My dad had diabetes, untreated, and then he had complication, he had a stroke. And that's why, it was sudden and he died. So knowing that, I've been passionate, learning, researching more about diabetes, and then just try to help people so that no child will lose a parent, at a young age. So that has been the passion that I'm in the medical nursing field. So that is just, a little brief about myself.
Wow, that's kind of an amazing story and very you know, I would say for you to be able to uh, make a career out of what had happened before, because you have the desire to know what you want to know what happened, and now you know it, then it helps Now you're going to help others because you understand it and you have been there, right? So
Yes.
that's a very special story you shared. Thank you for sharing that story. So um, now that you've been helping, as a nurse, like, well, I wanna say salute to you for being a nurse. You are the frontliners at the moment, and it's still going on. It may be a little less than when COVID hit, but now you're still like in the front, like taking care of so many people who needs help with their health. So um, basically, you're a nurse, so you're into wellness. So what do you want to promote for this interview, by the way?
Okay, like I said, I started, the nursing career, even though my goal was to become a medical doctor. But even with the nursing career, that's why I kept going to school, educating, till I got to the point that now I can practice independently on my own. So I started my own medical practice, Jubilee Medical Family Practice, where I see patients, men, women, children, who see from 0 to 100. So that, has given me the ability to fulfill my desire, my passion to really take care of people and help people live a healthier lifestyle. So now I practice, as a practitioner, and as well, I teach nursing students, and I'm a preceptor for nurse practitioner students.
Wow, 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 wow. When I'm hearing you, it's like, wow. So, wow, you have helped so many. So, so who are the people that you usually, right now we're online, right? So you still do in person, face to face, in your clinic, or do you have a place where they go and you treat them?
Okay. So during COVID, last year when everything was locked down, we were doing a lot of telemedicine, telehealth. But our clinic is local. We are located in Reading, Pennsylvania. But my goal is to help as much people as possible, to help globally. And that's why I'm going, using social media platform to start like a health coach as well as spiritual wellness. I'm a pastor too. Body, mind, and spirit, they are both, they are all connected. And if you don't take care of your body or your mind or your spirit, they both affect one another. So my goal is to be a health coach as well as a spiritual coach using the social media, online platform to help more people, create Facebook group where people can ask questions, and I can give tips on how to live healthy, how to prevent sickness and disease. And if you already have one, how to manage, how to improve, and how to ignite your health as well as your spiritual health. But there are biblical principles that affect our health, our physical health, as well as our mental health. So the connection of all three will make you to live a fulfilled, healthier lifestyle. So that's my goal, to help people live a healthier lifestyle using the online platform.
All right. So basically, you want to reach out to as many as many. No, is there like women or children or older people? Anybody is welcome to, for you to help, because you have so much knowledge. Because like, how long have you been a nurse practitioner in your field?
Okay, I've been a nurse since 1992, so that's what, 20.
Oh, that's like
years.
20, 28, 29 years.
9 years, and I've been a nurse practitioner for 10 years.
Oh,
So
okay.
the provider.
So you work full time?
Yes, I work full time, in my practice, and I have other providers too that work with me. So as a family nurse practitioner, I can treat men, women, children from age 0. We have treat infants, babies, toddlers, teenagers, men, women, seniors. That's my specialty, family, to treat the whole family.
So is it something like a general practitioner, or is it like, I'm not so clear. So I just want to ask if it's a general, like a general practitioner kind of field.
Yes.
I see. Okay. Okay. So how about I'm just curious because you were saying like it's a general practitioner. So um maybe you can like share one very special experience you have while you are serving, helping a patient.
Okay. I mean, I have a lot to share. Like I have a lot of middle-aged patients that are struggling with what you call metabolic syndrome. That's obesity, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes. And those three combinations is hard or difficult to manage. But with proper lifestyle, changing your eating habits and what you drink, you can control those metabolic syndrome. You can lower your blood pressure when you reduce salt intake and salty food, and you start drinking lots of water. The same thing with diabetes. You can manage or prevent, even if you are prone, if you're high risk, by what you eat. If you reduce carbohydrates and start eating more vegetables, fruits, and water, you can prevent or manage, control your diabetes. The same thing with cholesterol. Everything is about what we eat and drink. Garbage in, garbage out. So I try to educate my patients about eating healthy. And it doesn't matter where you're from, your educational or your cultural background, you can still eat your ethnic food. You just need to be educated to be able to read labels, what this means, and how much do I need to consume. So I've seen, in years in practice, that is lack of education that is the biggest issue in living healthy or managing your health, whether mental or physical, as well as spiritual health.
Right.
And the Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. So when you are educated, you have knowledge, then you can really manage. And you just need to take little baby steps. I've had a patient that was diabetic and she did not want to go on insulin. And I gave her the options, like if you change your lifestyle, change what you eat and drink, you do not have to go on insulin. And she said, give me 3 months. And 3 months she came back, she lost weight, sugar was down, and she did not go to insulin.
That's amazing. You know, you were talking about diabetic. I also have, I met someone while I was going like transit, on a place. I was going to some place and I stayed the night and I met this lady who said she's struggling with diabetes. And so she made an effort to walk every night. I would say maybe an hour every night, an hour, and eventually her diabetes went away. So, and I have heard also people like, oh, I'm diabetic, so that's it. I can't get out of it. So that's a question I always wonder because is there a possibility that a diabetic can never be out of being diabetic?
Yes, it can be prevented, number one. And even when you have it, you can control your sugar, that your sugar will now be in the normal range. I've had patients like that.
Yeah, I get that part. But there are, I'm just curious about this because I hear from there's people that I talk to and they would say that, no, I can't get out of, I will be diabetic all my life. There's no way for me to get out of it. I will be. You kind of like, okay, this is just my life. I can change it. Is that true?
No, it's not true. Because those people, it's that they don't want to do what they need to do. You know, if you, some people think medication is all the answer. And I tell people medication is just a quick fix. It's just the tip of the iceberg. There are more things you have to do. Even if you take a medication and you're eating junk, you're not going to get any.
Yeah, that's why the reason I asked this question is because years ago, I don't remember if this child was my student, but everybody was trying to help her. And the point is like, she is diabetic, as young as she is. And so I'm not into taking medicine. I try to help take care of myself in a very natural way as much as I can. And if I cannot take anything, I would not take anything, medicine. So anyway, I was like, I'm curious about it. And so I told the person, okay, maybe we can do something like, change your diet or things like my thought, and the person who is in charge of the child, I guess, oh, no, she can't. This is her life. She is going to be diabetic all her life. She can't do anything about it. It's just the way it is. And so that kind of stayed with me, and it kept me wondering, is it really? But I don't believe that. But of course, I cannot contradict her because that's her life. That's the, like, I think that's the mom that was saying that no, she can't, because that's just so, like you said, now it
Well,
came back.
on that, let me say something. See, there are two types of diabetes.
Okay.
There is type 1, which you are born with as a child. There's nothing you can do about that.
All right.
So,
Okay.
So for those children, they have to be on insulin because their body is not making the insulin. So that's type 1.
There is no way for it to change.
Yes, that one, there's no way for it to change. But still, they still want to eat healthy. They still want to cut down carbohydrates. So the amount of insulin they will be using will be less. So the type
that would
1,
help.
Yes, that will help. Type 1, yes, there's nothing you can do about that. And that happens, at childhood. And that's how you know. When you have a 5, 10, 15-year-old with diabetes, then it's type 1. But we're talking of type 2 that happens when you reach 30, 40, because now you've gained weight, eating healthy, so type 2 can be managed.
That's like the acquired, something you acquired during your life.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah, type 1 you are born with. There's nothing you can do about that.
Okay. Well, thanks for clarifying that. And so anyway, you're really knowledgeable.
Awesome. Thank you.
So how do people find you if they need help about wellness and their health? How do people find you?
They can go to Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, or Instagram. The name is Dr. Bolaji, Health and Spiritual Wellness. So if you type that, you can go on Facebook, and I'm trying to create a Facebook group. So if you are interested, find the page, like it, and you'll be included in the Facebook group. And there'll be weekly discussion, tips, question and answer. And the goal is just to interact with people to just help, like basic tips, some little things you can do.
Yeah, that's great.
Improve your health.
Okay, that's great. So I will ask you for the links later, and then I could add it to the description. That way people will know how to get in touch with you. And so thank you very much, Dr. Bolaji. I appreciate you coming on as my guest. And I hope we can have a good, partnership for something about health. Yeah. Okay.
And I
So,
want to thank you too.
well, thank you.
I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity, for bringing me, to have this interview. And I just want to talk a little bit too about Vea Hensley. She's a passionate educator. She's a mom of faith, helping mompreneurs to be financially free, to gain influence, to have financial freedom. So as a mom, sometimes we think that is just our role, but she can help you, to gain some financial freedom and to find your own influence, purpose, apart from being a mom, and to create wealth. So she's a community leader, educator, entrepreneur, and a woman of faith. And she has started this Create Your Own Influence movement. So again, you can be part of that group, that movement, to better your life and to gain some knowledge about financial freedom.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So we'll see you for next updates with Dr. Bolaji. Yes,
Yeah.
we can do that. So we will be going out for now, but yeah, we can see you again. Bye for
Okay.
now.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.